Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here with Mojo chewing the bone. And the other one's behind the vacuum cleaner, chewing the bone. So they are going to be the sound effects, as well as Jasper chilling out by the fire. All right, if you're listening with headphones, maybe you can hear the dog chewing in stereo. One over there, one over there. All right, this is part 3. Welcome to part 3 of the David Crowder 3-string cigar box guitar build video. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos, I'll put the links up here. And so welcome to part 3. This is part 3. So I tried something different on this particular one here, in that, I don't know if you can see this, this is a piece of unistrut. And it's steel and it's super straight. So what I decided I might try, okay, this is heavy, is I'm just trying to glue, or I'm using the straightness of this rod as like to push the neck and the fretboard while the glue dries. In other words, I'm just kind of hedging my bets to make sure that the neck is super straight. Now, I did make sure to have super straight neck and a super straight fretboard. Okay, so I did make sure that. Now I have the super straight unistrut, and these clamps are clamping down so that this thing here is hopefully, fingers crossed, gonna dry. That's heavy. Okay, so that's that neck. The other neck, I didn't have another one of these pieces of unistrut, so I searched through all of my wood and I found this straight piece of oak. And this is absolutely 100% just straight on, dude. I mean, there is no relief at all in the thing. So I did the same thing. I just kind of used that straight piece as kind of just an insurance policy to make sure that that fretboard is going to be 100% super straight. So, and then a shout out to my buddy for these clamps here. These are awesome. I use them all the time. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to show you guys my clamp collection. I won't do that in this video, but yeah, I want to go through some of my clamps. All right, so real quick, before we get started, really get started, I might have to do a part 5 to this video. The reason being is because I'm taking longer than I had hoped. So instead of doing 4 videos, I'll probably end up doing 5. But again, each one of them is going to be jam-packed full of stuff. So this is part 3. And we are technically getting started right now. Both of these have their F-holes screwed on. The back is ugly, obviously. But the fronts are classy looking. So those are just, those are these awesome freaking F-hole covers that have been cut with a laser cutter, and then also what's good, rusted. And this one here is actually just burned with the laser, so it kind of gives it that nice little outline. See that? Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's really nice. Right now, my vise is being used to hold up this weight thing. So what am I gonna do? I sure wish I had another vise. I do. Oh, I have a little tiny little vise right here. Check this out. This is a mini me vise. I just, kind of, whenever I need it. Actually, I can use that for this guy, I guess, if I wanted to. Might be a little too small. But what I end up doing is just, I'll get my piece of wood and just clamp it. Well, no, it's not that piece of wood, this piece of wood. Just get your wood and clamp it, like Jed clamp it. Clamp it to the table. Ooh, like a mouse trap. Okay, they ain't gonna go nowhere. All right, guys. This fretting saw, I use it for everything but fretting. Keep your fingers off the way. Oh man, I need one more clamp. One more clamp. Let's see here. This is actually a tiny little guy. Tiny little clamp. Okay, tighten that sucker down. All right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the, I get these at the CBGitty.com, and if you use my affiliate link, you get a 10% discount on all things over there. All right. This wood is poplar, it's hardwood. Either that or I'm getting weak. Alright, so the reason why I'm cutting this out right here is because I'm OCD. So I know that David Crowder wears his strap, or his guitar straps, right here, boom, on the instrument right here, and then right here in the back. So I went ahead and did some extra reinforcement right there so I can put the bolt for the strap lock right there and right here. And I'm using the same poplar for these little blocks on the inside that I am for the neck. So does that matter? Nope, didn't matter. But I do have this poplar, and it's too thin for anything else. I could probably make some saddles out of it, but it's beautiful wood. My gosh, it's got all the tones, all the different colors in it and stuff. And yeah, it's a darn shame not to use it. So I'm using it for blocks. Why? Because I got it. I got to use it, right? It's either that or throw it into the fire. All right, so yeah, I could probably use this. I'm gonna start using this little guy. All right, somebody got me these. I have no idea where they came from. I just turned around and they were hanging up on my thing, so it might be Boulder guys. But these are what they call puck lights, ultra thin puck lights. I guess according to the instructions, you just stick them on the wall and press the button, I guess. Yeah, it looks like you just press the button. All right, so there you go, puck lights, you never know. And then I went dumpster diving and I found this puck organic free range chicken noodle soup. All right, and I just so happen to have a can opener and a fire. I think I'll just open that thing up, put it on the fire, come back in an hour or so, and so that's that. And then I'm also drinking what do you call it, coffee from my Puckett's Grocer mug. All these things that has nothing to do with cigar box guitars. You know what that? Nice thing about it, having a little fire is you just put this on there, it stays nice and warm. Speaking of nice and warm, I'm melting. I am melting. What about you? Are you melting? You melting? All right, let's get to work. Cat thinks he's gonna get some of my chicken noodle soup. Sorry, Cat. Sorry, Charlie. Actually, even tastes pretty good cold. Ah, needs salt. Definitely needs salt. Here's another thing I got at CBGitty.com. I know it's kind of hard to see in this light here, but it's kind of it's a scale, different chords, open chords, and then of course the scale that it goes to. And what I did with this is I just took it and wadded it up and then unwadded it. Wadded it up and unwadded it. And then I got like a match and burned the edges to make it look like it's old leather, parchment or whatever. And didn't that just look cool? I mean, I wish it wouldn't have faded so much, so that's on me. I'll get another one and try it again. But anyhow, it makes for a nice little poster to have kind of in the background. And like I said, I get this at cbgitty.com, and I guarantee if you look for it, you'll find it. All right, well, let's see about these puck lights. Made in China. Psh. All right. Of course, batteries not included. That's okay, because we got little batteries. All right, let's see if we can figure this out here. 1, 2, 3 little batteries. What? Oh yeah, look at that. So you get bright, dim, off. Bright, dim, off. Bright, dim, off. Awesome. Almost matches my customer one. Hey, you want to be a customer? No. Okay, so now I get to practice what I preach. So I took the cover of the pickup and I placed it on the box exactly where it's going to go. Then I traced it out with a pen. Just a regular garden variety pen. And now, this is what I mean. I'm going to practice what I'm going to preach. I'm going to use those clamps to clamp a board down on my desk. So I can actually, I'm just going to drill the corners out here and then cut it with a saw, because my scroll saw, if I put it on the scroll saw, I could do it on the scroll saw, but here's the problem. So I already have these screws for the F-holes, and they come out the bottom, so the bottom wouldn't be flat. So this is an alternative method here. I'm just going to, like I said, drill the corners here, boom, and then cut it out with the saw. That's a close-up of the puck light. Yay! All right, so I'm going to try my hand at these coping saws. I got 2 of them, and the blades feel like they're pretty sharp. So I think I'll just give it a try with this guy. Man, these things work great. Awesome. All right, so now I'll just go back and file it. Make it all smooth and purty. And that'll work just fine. Just fine. Just like that. And this dadgum thing came apart. It's got like the shape of the hex bolt on there, threads. Nothing to screw into, it just goes in. So I'm guessing, looks like somebody tried to glue it in the past, because I can see some dried glue in there. Looks like Gorilla Glue. Is there a better way to fix that, do you know? I don't know, just crimp it somehow maybe? I don't know. I mean, this one was sharper than the other one. This is the one I got her done, but this one's got a real sharp blade. This one's set up to push, and this one is set up to pull. I didn't realize that till I was like halfway through the project. I was like, oh, what the heck? Backwards. But that's good. Actually, the pull works better on these things here, because you can just get it right on the line and just yank. I'm still allowing the glue to dry on these necks, just for safety precautions. So I'm killing time. So what I'm doing now is I'm identifying the corners. So yeah, so I'm using these CBGT shiny. It says shiny. They're not lying. These things are shiny. Check out how shiny these are, man. Totally. So one box is going to have these shiny corners, and I'm going to do 8 of them. I'm going to do 4 in the top, 4 in the bottom. And the reason being is because this is going to be a road instrument, and it's obviously going to get some road rash, and so these corners are the first thing that you want to protect. So all 4 corners, all 8 corners will be protected. The other box is going to have these goldy, these are more round, they're not quite so shiny, a little duller, and they're round. So on the round ones here, in order to keep them from rocking and rolling here, I have to round the inside corner there to match the inside of this thing, because it's kind of got a rounded end. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to screw all the, well, these ones here, no. I'm not going to screw in from the top. They'll only screw in from the side. But this one here has got these little holes. And of course, I'm gonna actually drill a bigger hole there so it can go into this wood bracing here. Does that make sense? That's the plan. So I built a little work island. I got a little table that has wheels. I just put that little plywood top on it, and it's already getting tools. I got my belt sander up there now and the chop saw. It's an excellent workspace, and it's like the perfect height. So anyhow, if you notice this corner right here, see that little corner? Got one of those shiny corners on there. So this is how I'm drilling. Remember, I want to drill this guy out. There's a bigger hole. Well, this is how I do it. Check it out. All right, all we do is put this guy on the corner, and I'm gonna hold it nice and tight. I don't want this thing spinning around. That's kind of why I'm doing it this way. I'm holding it tight, get a nice sharp drill. Helps if the drill's in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you don't want. You don't want that sucker to spin around. So I'm gonna have to hold it tighter. I'm ruining the corner of the table, but that's okay. Just like that. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Perfect. Looks like a one of those airplanes. All right, I just want to kill just a few more minutes before I take off those clamps. So I think I'm going to test out my chicken noodle soup. It's been cooking on the stove there. Yeah, ooh, nice and hot. Nice and hot. Not quite boiling, but nice and hot. Sucker's hot too. Cat thinks he's gonna get some. I might let you lick the bowl when I'm done. That's hot. Yikes. What do you expect? It's on fire. Definitely needs salt. It's a little less noticeable when it's warm, but I'm gonna have to bring some salt down here. Yeah. All right, the moment I've been waiting for. Well, I guess I can just leave that on, just take these guys off. I was thinking I need to take that off. I don't. Dang, dude. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Yippers. Straight as an arrow. See the other one. Yep. I was thinking one would be better than the other, but they are perfectly, both of them are identical. Perfectly straight. All right. Oh man. Maybe I should do a double neck, huh? Now begins the laborious process of sandpapering. So I'm going to start from coarse grit and work my way up to the real fine grit. And I'm just going to take my time, man. Just going to take my time. Next, we're going to notch for the pickups. And how I do that is pretty straightforward. With your pickup hole already cut out of the top, what I do is I just put the neck in the box, and then I put the top on, so that's going to be in place. And then just get a pencil, strike a line. The other line is going to be right here underneath the fretboard. And then I just transfer that line over. Right there. And then I get this thing here. It's called a great neck. That represents the strings. And it also tells me how much material I need to take off there. So that kind of, again, I could have just a little bit lower. So that's how much I'm going to take off right there. One thing I didn't take into consideration are these little screw holes. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to put another little notch in the center to correspond to those little holes right there, just to get it smooth. See what I'm saying? All right, so right in the center. Just like that. Great neck. Well, slowly but surely, it's starting to resemble a cigar box guitar. Because this guy here wasn't quite long enough, and I didn't have enough to fill in that little gap right there. I could have filled it in with some of that leftover poplar, but I opted for the cutouts from the notch here, and it just so happened to be the perfect height. Look at that, minus the paper. So yeah, so I got the glue drying here, and I can just go ahead and take opportunity to mark out I'm going to cut out for this one here, and rinse and repeat. Let's see, where is that other pickup at? I saw it laying around there somewhere. Here it is. All right, same thing. So I don't need to like measure this thing every time, because I can just see with my eyes. I was just showing you I could just do it right here just by looking at it like this and tell exactly how much I need to take off. So in this case here, it's about same as the last one. What do you know? What do you know? One of the neat things about working with this black wood is that you literally get black sawdust. Look at that. My gosh, that is so awesome. I think I'm going to save that for maybe mixing it with some glue, creating little black dots. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep this stuff. All right, looks like we are at a good stopping point. I got pickups with the necks carved. Got it all ready. So yeah, starting to look legit, guys. All right, it's late at night. Mojo's ready to go to bed. Right, Mojo? Yep. All right, if you guys like these videos, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know the drill, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys, we will see you in the next video. Cheers.